Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. And today's tutorial is going to be on how to make this wonderful pair of hand warmers and then with a matching headband. So this project is used, you're going to use a multiple of 4. So for the headband, you're going to chain 55. This is basically for a small or a medium size head. And then you're going to slip stitch into your slip knot, which will give us a total of 56 stitches for the headband. Okay, so you're going to have your foundation row, row 1, row 2 in your first color, row 3 and row 4 in your second color, and then for rows 5 and 6 you're going to use, well, I chose to use black. You can use whatever colors you want, whatever kind of yarn you want. For this project I chose a size G6 4.25 millimeter hook, my favorite. You're going to need a little crochet needle to close your ends, or I mean to close your rows, and then of course you're going to need a pair of scissors. Okay, for the hand warmers, I'm not going to show how to make the hand warmers because it's the same technique as the headband. So what you're going to do for the hand warmers though is you're going to chain 24, and actually you're going to chain 23, and just like the headband you're going to slip stitch into the slip knot, and this will give you a total of 24 stitches. And the pattern technique will be the same for the hand warmers as it is for the headband, except for when you get up to the thumb hole. The thumb hole I have demonstrated in a couple of previous videos, so you can refer to the first 2 beginner projects that I have. Actually, I think it's not the first one, but the second and the third beginner projects that I have. You can refer to those on how to do the thumb hole. And of course, you can choose whatever color yarn you want, and you can close with a row of single crochet or a half double crochet or double crochet, whatever you like. So grab your yarn, your needle and scissors, and let's get started. Okay, so to start your headband, you're going to have a chain of 55, and then you're going to slip stitch into the slip knot, not your first stitch. Okay, we're going to slip stitch into the slip knot, chain 2, and this is going to count as a stitch too. So from here you're just going to half double crochet in each stitch around. So you've got your chain 2, which counts as your first stitch, and then you're just going to start right next to that with your half double crochet, and you're going to finish this all the way around and close your row. Okay, so to start your next row, you can come up in any stitch, and what we're going to do is chain 3. So pull up a loop and chain 3, and this is going to count as your first double crochet, and we're going to do 2 more right next to that. So you've got your first chain 3, which counts as a stitch. Okay, so 3 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1. So, and you're going to do this all the way around. Oops. Chain 1, skip 1, and close your row. Okay, so you have your foundation row of black, and then you have row 1, which is your pink or whatever color you're going to use next. And you're going to take the same color, and what we are going to do this time is above any set of double crochet, you are going to pull up a loop and chain 3. And then we're going to double crochet in the next 2. Chain 1, move over to the next set of double crochet and double crochet 3 in that set. Do this all the way to the end and close your row. We'll be ready to change colors. All right, so you have your foundation row, row 1 in your second color, and row 2 in your second color. Now from here we're going to start the design. So grab your next color. I've chosen hot pink. And what you're going to do is we're going to follow the same technique of the chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. So in the last double crochet of a set of 3 is where you're going to pick up a loop and chain 3. This counts as your first double crochet. Then in this space right here, not the first space, but the one right below, you're going to do a long double crochet. And all you do is just a double crochet that's extra long. So you bring it up to the height of the double crochet that you have made. Finish your stitch. And then in the first double crochet of your next set of 3, you're going to make a double crochet there. Okay. Then we're going to chain 1, skip that middle double crochet, and then we're going to double crochet in the last stitch there of that set of 3. Do another long double crochet in this row below right here. There's a little piece of yarn sticking out there, but that's just from my tie off, so don't worry about that. And then once again in the first double crochet of your next set of 3, you're going to put a double crochet. Now you're going to have a little, when you get to the point where you started, so what I'm saying is this is your chain 3 right here. Okay, well it's mine. So my chain 3 from that previous row, you're going to have to come, if you just come through the top 2 stitches right here, you'll have a little gap. So when you yarn over, put your hook into those 2 stitches, and then just in that little bump right behind those 2 stitches so that you have no gap right there once you finish this double crochet. chain 1, and continue your pattern all the way around and close your row. Alrighty, so here we have row 3 finished, and you can see your design starting to take shape. Okay, so from here we're going to use the same color, and we are going to come up once again. We're going to do the 3 double crochets over these 3 that we made here. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, and then skip. So let's get started here. So you're going to pull up a loop, chain 3, and of course chain 1. Continue this pattern around, double crocheting in each set of 3. So you're going to have a regular double crochet, a long double crochet, and then another regular double crochet, and a chain 1. And you'll follow this stitch all the way around and then close your row. So you guys can like pretty much start getting excited because we're to the last row. Okay, so what you're going to do here is just basically follow the same technique we used for row 3. So you're going to get your next color of yarn. I'm going to use black for my last 2 rows. Okay, and let's see. So remember, you're going to come up or pull up a loop in the last double crochet of any set of 3 here. So pull up a loop, chain 3, and then we're going to long double crochet in this second hole right here. I love black, but for tutorials it is a little challenging for you guys to see. I realize that. And then double crochet in the first double crochet of the next set of 3. Chain 1, skip that middle double crochet, and continue your pattern around. Double crochet, one long double crochet in the second hole, and then double crochet in the first double crochet of the next set of 3. Chain 1, and then follow this pattern all the way around, close your row, and then I'll meet you guys back here when we do the last row, which is just going to be the top of the headband. Yippee! Okay, we are almost at the very end. So to do your top closing row, you're simply going to, I like to do a half double crochet on the bottom as well as the top. So in any set of 3, you're going to come into the first double crochet and pull up a loop, chain 2, half double crochet in the next double crochet, which is the long one. And then half double crochet in the next double crochet there. And then you're going to half double crochet in your space right here. So yarn over, just like you would for a normal half double crochet. And then you're going to continue this method around. So half double crocheting in each set of 3, and then half double crocheting in the space that you skipped, your hole. And then when you're done, close your row and you will have a wonderful headband.